Howdy folks, welcome back to SnowRunner on the Imandra map. I think the plan for today, let me check something quick. Yeah, okay. I think the plan for today is to real quick run the M134 up to that watchtower that I uncovered, but I have not grabbed it yet. And then just leave the M134 there. And then I have other vehicles down here that I'll do something else with. So let's make it daytime and jump over to the M134. As you can see, I have other equipment down here. The two steel beams are to do the first job that unlocks the garage, and then I'll use one of the two trucks to do the other part of it. Might seem kind of crazy to run two separate trucks for two steel beams. Why not do one truck and pull a trailer, or just pick up the metal beams on this map where you're supposed to. It'll become more clear later on in the game, later on in this map, why I have two cats over here set up identical. There'll be another job later on down the line that let me get this going. That it'll be worth it to have two trucks. I can take one truck to one place and the other truck to the other place, and just jump back and forth. I would like to get those metal beams up to the substation today, but that means getting up to the warehouse and unlocking it. And I have vehicles on the other side, on the north side of the crossing. To do that with. And maybe I shouldn't waste my time running up here with the M134 to worry about that tower, but I want to make, part of doing this is to make sure that I no. I was trying to bring it back to the right, and it didn't correct quick enough. I want to make sure that I can that I expose or discover all the jobs that are available. You can sit and read a book in the time it takes for this thing to get through any vehicle to get through those snow traps. Snow is meant to not let go of you. I gotta do a couple things. Top off my fuel, for one. And then go take a picture with the helicopter, for two. I can't cross go across the normal crossing here because it fell apart when I took the other trucks across. If you watch the first video, the day one video, you'll see that. So yeah, this crossing doesn't exist until I get a crane up there to put the concrete slab back where it's supposed to be. Running these vehicles across screwed it all up. It's laying over to the side here. It like stuck to the tires of the Azov, and it just picked right up as I went across it and then fell off later. Anyways, I want to get around here and up to that watchtower. Man, you know what? Right through there and then onto this road looks like the best route. Right up to there. Why is it doing that? Oh, because that other stuff is there. I'll use that later. Right to there and then turn left. Yesterday I was right at one of the batteries that I need to check off. I was sitting there taking pictures saying, you know, I don't think there's any job for this, and nothing showed up when I was down there. But that was because I simply hadn't accepted the job yet. So I could have checked that off yesterday. I was sitting there in a truck taking pictures of the destroyers and the battery and whatnot. Could have checked it off yesterday. Oh well, shit happened. There we go. Watchtower opened. Doesn't look like anything else showed up. I thought it might show another job or something that I hadn't gotten yet. It just gave me credit for getting the tower. Alright, let's go back down here. Let's jump in this first cat. It's in line. Move that banner. Now basically what I want to do is run straight up this hill. There's a fuel trailer and there's Megalith 1. And there's an upgrade. And then there's moving on north. I want to get both cats up there, but I need one of the cats to pull the GMC up the hill. So I'll drive the cats up the hill individually, but pull the GMC with this one. I don't think the GMC would make that by itself. And I think the GMC is always on diff lock and all-wheel drive, so I shouldn't have to worry about jumping back there to turn those items on specifically. Come on, camera. Alright. Thank you for damaging the front end. I only pulled on the winch for a second and just kept going. I'd like to have that code further back. I'm not going to pull it in at all. Now I need to pick a spot and shoot for it. That little saddle. Like it's made to be a There we go. On something, get the two cats hooked back together. See, fuels on stop. We'll make sure the Chevy's not running. Actually, it wasn't until I jumped into it. Alright, I'm gonna hop in the other cat and do the same thing. Hopefully I can just follow my tracks. I should be able to, but I don't see them. You know, so I hit the same. So I hit the same little gap. But I think it was right about in here somewhere. I don't know, point is I need to get to the top, so... I think I'm just going to be winging it more than following that line, but... This looks like, yeah, there's my tracks. That looks like the same little saddle, little low spot. Look at the trees lay over and stand back up again. I think on the first cat I had the suspension set high, and on this one I have it set low. The active suspension. I'll probably go get that monolith or whatever, megalith. And then meet up with the other two. And just check that off. Alright. Fuel them up. And get on down the road. I'm gonna run the maybe I should run it before I fuel it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's run it here and then fuel. It won't reach out as far, but I'm at the fuel right here. So I can refuel it after I run it. Picked up the riddle of geology. Yep. That's where we'll be heading. After I grab that upgrade. I don't want to run this thing way up to where the upgrade is and then bring it back. It would just take too long. There we go. Well, it wasn't the one I intended to get into, but I can fire it up, take the handbrake off, change to the other one. That upgrade is up here somewhere. And I'm only doing this because it's quicker than running that Chevy up here. I missed it with the vehicle that I'm in. Oh, come on, don't do that. Just let me get close enough. One wheel. Oh, for Pete's sake. There. Finally. Race suspension. For the Warthog. I actually knew that before I got up here, but that's beside the point. Let's get these hooked back together and get them out of here. I'd like to go through there, cross that, come out down here, and then get on the lake shore. If I can fit through there. But I've already got this one pointed the wrong direction. I'll have to look how I can do that. Maybe come through here. I think there's a break in the rocks there. So that part's not uncovered yet, but I've been through there before. You know why these trucks have cranes on them? It's not because I have to load cargo. All the cargo loading points are automatic. It's in case I dump the shit on the ground and have to pick it up. Well, I remember this pinch point. I remember it well, now that I'm up here and can't get over it. I have another way. A way I used quite often when I was doing this on the public test server. I think on the public test server I got on this road and then I switched to that road to get down to the shoreline. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. And I think that's what I'm going to try now. Get rid of this. Oof. remember there was a pinch point here too, now that I see it in front of me. But I think these guys will... And, oh my god, 104 damage. Okay, suspension's almost completely shot. Oh, there's the left turn I gotta make. I thought I would bring you in right here some of my clearing efforts, map clearing efforts. Trying to pick my way through the rocks here. I missed my point there, so I'll do it this way. Get over to that watchtower. The last time I ran the radar, it opened up I want to say it opened up a way to the watchtower, but it showed you where the watchtower is. I ran it from down here where the scout fuel trailer is. I brought it, I towed it up this hill with one of the big cats. Since then, I ran it down here all the way to the water's edge and used it there to open that up. Used it up here to open this up a little more. And then that showed me the way to the watchtower, so that's where I'm heading now. Just picking my way through those gigantic boulders. Picturesque scene. Had to stop and do that. Take a screenshot. We got the cats down along the lake. With the steel. Hoping this will let me see what's ahead as far as my map. Driving around this, so I'm pointing back out. More than I wanted to do. Okay, let's see where I'm at. Like I think it'd be pointless to run the dang thing from here because it just wouldn't have enough reach. Might get a little bit over here by New Pool, the aftermath of the hurricane, but that'd be about all it did. It got all this down here. I was concerned I might have to go down there with the radar unit and drive along the lakeshore just to open that up, but The watchtower opened all that up. So, as you can see from where the cats are, I'm almost to where I can turn north. So what I think I'll do with this thing is run it down here, grab everything for the pictogram, grab lost cargo, come down in here and run the radar again. That trail has a big boulder you have to climb over there and there. You can skirt those. I think there's probably an easier way. Oops. Right back. Sort of the way I came in. Straight down to everything for the pictogram. You got lost cargo and new pool down there, too. Last video had some stuff on cats. This video has some stuff on Kodiak. And probably what I'll do is take bits of both videos and format. Otherwise it's going to be just too much. Too much just monkeying around. Everything for the pictogram. Oh yeah, these measurement zones that are all over the place. All over the place up there. I don't think there's anything down here. And I'm not up there right now, so that one's right across the land bridge there from the cats, but I wasn't planning on going that way. So let's get over here to lost cargo. Can I go off there? I sure can. Dang it. There we go. That's what I meant to do. Okay, filled up Kodiak just by selecting. Kodiak's proven to be pretty good about pulling this trailer around. Now this one, I have, this is not the Kodiak that you saw. This is another one I brought over. This one has straight up raised suspension rather than the raised heavy duty. The new beehives I already got stuff wrong with the trailer. Can you pull it out? They are nearby. Oh yeah, the lost cargo is there. A small scout flatbed. You gotta bring it back to the beekeeper's house. That's something we could maybe do. Because I wanted to run down that way anyways. Really, I'm more interested in opening up the way north. But I have to do something besides sit here with the engine idling. I can't use the radar to open up that part of the map unless I get closer down there to it. But I'm gonna skip some of that ugly looking road. There we go. It had a downshift and then it took off. I think there's a job you gotta get like 3 points around the outside of this village. Pretty much have to circle the village. Each point is on the exterior. Could I get all the way to the bottom if I ran it there? It keeps pushing the map back as you get closer, so it doesn't matter if you try and get real close to the black stuff because it's just going to push it back anyways. So to really, I mean, if I ran it from here, it would open up around there, probably open up to the edge of the lake. Works for me. Opened up quite a bit more than I thought, actually. This is the western edge of the map. All we're missing is that tiny corner. Outstanding. Let's take a step. Come on. There we go. Take a step back and take a look at that. Alright. Cool. I need to run around the edge and grab new pool, but I don't need to take the radar with me for that. And I don't need to haul the radar with me to do this. I'm sure there's a job about doing the 3 points around here, but apparently I haven't started it yet. And it's pointed the wrong way. To just turn around and come back out. That way doesn't look any worse than going in. Wait a second. Set it to morning. It'll get lighter out as I go. See, there's one of those points right there. But what job is that? You can see that point showing up on the ground there, the flag. But the square. I know there's a job there. But I gotta come back here to pick up the trailer. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Go straight up over it. None of this walking back and forth. There we go. I think this can hook up to it. It was able to hook up to the prototype exploration unit. Yeah, baby. Alright. We already got it. Already accepted the task at the other end. It's already tracking. go up here around those boulders. Looks like the path goes this way. Of course, you don't. I'm just going to say you don't have to stay on the path if it looks like the path is going to fuck you up. None of those are going to hold. I'm going to go way back over there to that one. And I'm going to leave that line on there while I start up the engine and pull away. I'm going to have to release it. But there we go. I'm going to pull up out of those ruts. Get up here on top. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get set up to come back out of there. Alright. We did something besides just opening up map. And that, I think, is the other job I was talking about. Back here where my radar unit is. Oh yeah, I'll go do that. Oh gosh, I still gotta get new pool. Maybe I could start new pool from up there instead of going down here. Sure I can. I can hit that one to activate it instead of going all the way back down here. I can thought it from up there. That's where I'm going with the cats anyways. Where am I? I gotta go back down this road. And then run around to those 3 points. Dang, this thing is hard to keep in a straight line. Easier to go cross country than stay on the trails that they built for you. This will be quick. And that's probably where I'll end this one. This thing will skim through that mud pretty good. Look at her go. Third gear through the mud. No, can't do that. Can't just run the shit down and, and then go through there. Yeah, pull it from this side. One left. Get out of that deep snow, we'll run along a little faster. And I didn't even have to search for which job it was. The game just threw it up. All right. Yes, I will accept that. And get them up to where the Kodiak is. And I'm going to run around here and I'm going to activate the aftermath of the hurricane. I think there's a point for something else you have to get up there as well. Remember, there's something else up there. Get up in here and activate that one. I'm going to activate new pool. Looks like there's a scout fuel carrier up there. So let's get down here and get these cats lined up where I can pull one with the other. Looks like I need to pull this one ahead a little bit. Where I am right now is right by that land bridge you can go across. I personally choose to go around the end and then up that road over there. Then this crap. At some point I'll have to come down into here because there's stuff to do, but I don't have to go across that land bridge to do it. Later on in the game there will be a need to either go across here, or come the long way around. I have to make that decision then. But right now I'm not going to try and pull loaded units of metal across that disaster. Whoops, V. Change truck. I have driven the cats across. I have driven a cat across there, but it wasn't loaded with anything, and it barely made it. Barely made it when it wasn't loaded. Come on, hold still. It's been an adventure getting up the shoreline to this point. Unfortunately, it just takes too long to show it all to you. How far apart it is? That should be fine. Just want the back one doing the same thing the front one's doing. Figured I'd show you this last leg of it here. Little bit of getting the cats past the lake here and back up onto solid ground. See, I've got a little bit of a fuel problem. That helps. That helps a little more. And that's all I got. There is a scout fuel trailer up ahead. But I've been coming along, making my way along this shoreline, and I just had to climb over these rocks because that little lip there isn't wide enough, so I had to separate the two units to get them both over the rocks, and I just put them back together, and we'll start out that way. Now, destination is to get them right up here on the road where the stop taking if I can't fit through there, I'll have to go this way. But I want to get them up here to where the Kodiak is. Might have to come up through here to avoid that tight spot. I know I've gone through there with other trucks, but that looks pretty darn small for this thing. I think what I've actually done in the past is crawled over these rocks here, but I'm just going to go straight up the bank this way. whole point of this is to get these metal beams up to the substation. It looks kind of nasty down there. I think I'm gonna stay up here. I think the stack of rocks is one of the points we have to get. Yeah, it is. I think it's one of the megalith things. Show is. That's 2 down. And I think the let me take a look at the map quick here. I want to run over and activate that job, and I want to activate that job, and I want to activate that job. That probably kind of makes for boring recording, but I think what I started to say is I think yeah, there's a scout fuel carrier right there. So that can help out my fuel problem. What I can do is run back down here. With one of them big cats. Take like 5 minutes to go do that. And I'll have that job activated. This one's got more than enough fuel to get over there and back. And that Kodiak sitting there has quite a bit of extra fuel on board. This thing makes one hell of a scout vehicle, don't it? Can you drive along the route and see if it can be traversed? You know, I think we're going to travel that route anyways in just a few minutes here. Oh, no, never mind, that's down there. I forgot. My goofy brain. We did travel that route. I traveled that route in between the Cats and the Kodiak. I did travel that route already, but didn't have the job activated at that point. We could probably hit that one weather data capture zone somewhere along the way. Don't have to do it right now. Right now all I gotta do is turn around and go back to where I was. You know, I was thinking there was something else you had to do up here that isn't showing up right now because we haven't activated the job. I was thinking there was a TUS 166 up here or some crap like that. No, you know what? It's down there. There it is. I knew it was near here. You gotta pull. We haven't activated the job yet, but you gotta take that TUS 166 somewhere. So, later. Later, Gator. Later, Gator on that. Just gotta get this back up the hill. Look how much that thing flexes in the middle. Holy moly, Rocky. Just past the road. Oh, that doesn't matter. I'll go around the rocks this way anyways. Alright, well that's where I am so far. I'll grab these other couple things here and then I'll probably hop back in the in fact I'm gonna do that right now. Hop back in the Kodiak. and run the Kodiak further up the road here and open up more of the map so I can see where I'm going with the cats. Although it's pretty much a straight shot right up north to where the substations are now. Still working on getting, zoom out a little bit. First day I came up this side, got to there. Today I came up across the bottom, got all of this cleared out. Got all the jobs activated, hit a few of the points that were close enough that I didn't have to divert too far. Did one or two little tasks, got them completed. Sitting right here in the Kodiak. We're going to go up the road just a little bit and then run the radar. Got the cats right behind me after the arduous journey of getting them around the lake, skirting the edge of the ice, going around boulders or over boulders or whatever it took to get them around to this southwest end of the lake without going across any of the bridges. I stayed either on land or narrowly skirting the edge of the ice all the way. I'll stop before I get into that mud and run the radar. Nothing new to discover. We will eventually find the F750 engine upgrade going up this way, but not quite yet. But you can see where the road goes now. We'll get up to where we can't see where the road goes. I'll leave you. Up on top of the road. This is more money than I thought it would be. I'm ready to just cruise through the snow. But I suppose the devs, you know, they figure you're gonna try to go around that, so they make the path longer and faster too. Anyways, I do believe we're at a crossroads here where I should run the radar again. Yeah, baby. That's what I like to see. Now, if I want to continue to the substation, I want to continue along this road. And I do want to continue along to the substation. It was still making the sound effect for the tire spinning in the mud long after I let off the button. And then you saw that did that a couple of times. And then you saw that little pause there. That little hang. But from up here I should be able to open up enough of it. I saw that at the last second and turn left. I should be able to open up enough of this map to be able to tell where I want to go with the cats. And did you know you don't have to have the truck running to activate radar? Own fuel supply stands to reason. Upgrade location discovered. Magnitude of 5 discovered. I think we already passed the area for that magnitude of 5 job, but I wouldn't swear to it. I can't remember half the stuff I did on the public test server just a few days ago. But that would be your Ford upgrade. If you're watching this video, that is the F750 engine upgrade. Oh yeah, the magnitude of 5 is the roadblock. And there's the substation. So I am on the right road. I drove right by the weather data capture zone, but I can grab that with the cat. And I think now that I got to this point, I'm gonna end this one here.